Today we are going to learn how we are going to pass data from one activity to another activity. So especially in this video, we are going to see how we are going to pass the data from previous activity to next activity. Okay, so for that we have to create a new project. So go to files, click on new and click on new project. Now it will display many activities for creating a new project. Just click on empty activity and click next, and here these are the settings. So here I'm going to give activity to activity. So this is a name I'm given to my file, activity to activity. So I choose my language is Java and my minimum SDK is Lollipop. So I just click on finish. So now it is going to create a project for you. So we have to wait until the Gradle is built successfully. So after it gets successful, now you can see everything that is of your Android wizard and your main activity. So it is going to load your application. We have to wait. So after successful completion, then only you can see everything on your screen. So when we create a project, it is going to create two different files. One is an XML file, which is used to create your user interface, and the second one is Java file for providing a functionality to your UI. So now here we have our application. So we can see different things in your resource file like drawables, layouts, maps, values in XML. So here whatever the layouts we created, that everything we can see in layout section. So in Drawable we are finding all our icons and images what we are going to use in our application and everything. So here the main thing, we are trying to pass information from one activity to another activity. So we just focusing on that. So this is our main activity. So now I need to enter some data in my main activity. So whatever the data I entered, when I'm triggering something, like when I click on some button or something, then the same data I'm going to see in my second activity. So that is a task today we are going to discuss. So for that we have to design the required UI before we are providing the functionality. So we go with a code part. So this is a code part. So by default it is given as a constraint layout. You just change with linear layout. So select linear layout. So by default it is taken a orientation as horizontal. So simply you have to change the orientation of your linear layout to vertical. You just here we have two options like horizontal and vertical. You have to choose vertical. And now I don't need any text view. So because I'm interested to take some information from my first activity, so I just go with edit text. So click edit text. So it will give you an edit text. For every view we have these two options like layout, width and height. So we have to set up these things first. So first of all we have to set always your layout width to match parent, and then your height to wrap content. And then now I need to give an ID to edit text, because further I'm going to refer this edit text field. So here I'm going to give ID. So now you can choose Android ID. So here we have to use @ plus ID, and here we have to add the ID name. So this is my edit text. I'm going to give ET underscore name. Okay, so you have to give any ID to your edit text. So this is my first ID I had created for my edit text. And then here I want to display a hint on this edit text. So that is enter user name. So this is a hint we are going to see. Okay, this is a hint we are going to see like this, right? So whatever the hint you provided, you can see in a light way the background of your edit text. And then here you can make the things like, um, so I'm going to give EMS means the darkness for my text with 10. And here I'm given my input type. It is text. So you can give your input type, what type of input it is going to expect. So like we are going to give an input text. So in a same way, I'm going to create one more edit text. So you have to close this edit text. So for that we have to give like this. So now you can find out this edit text is closed. So we can see here we have one edit text. So here I'm going to add one more edit text because I'm interested to take mobile number also of the user. So I just copy and paste it and I'll change the things. So this is my second edit text and I took my width and height will be match parent and wrap parent, and here I need to change my edit text to that is ET number, and here I'm going to give enter mobile number. So this is my second edit text. So here it is, my input type is number. Okay, so now it is going to expecting numbers for that edit text. So just I'm going to take two fields. Depends on your requirement. You have to create your first activity, whatever the fields we required. So we have to take in first activity. And then now I'm going to create button. So this button I'm going to create, and the button width I'm taken as a match parent and height with. So you can see like this, we go with the wrap content. So here we can take a wrap content. So now you can see like this. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to give a name to this button. And then we have to create an ID for this button. So now Android ID. So here we have to add. So now my button 1. So this is an ID which I'm going to create it for my button. And then here I'm going to take a text on my button. So I just given passing data. Now you can see. So I'm given passing data as a text. And if you want to make your text color to change, you can do that also here. So for that we have to use color. So I'm taking my background with purple color. So means the white color is more visible with this. If you want to change, then you can use text color to change the color. So I took in the same way. And then here I'm going to add an on-click functionality to my button, because when I'm clicking on this button, I'm going to create an activity. So now see here, Android on click. So this is a way how you are going to create an on-click method manually. So here we have to give a method name on button click. Suppose if I'm interested to give my on click method name with this, so on button click. So uh, follow a camel case. So whenever we have a multiple words, then make sure that you have to make the first letter of each and every word, it will be in capital letter. And I just close this button also. Now you can see my first main activity is completed. So I just took only two edit text along with one button. So when I'm click on this, okay, we just alt click on alt enter. It is going to create on click method in your main activity. So now it's time to create a second activity. So the second activity is going to retrieve information from the first activity, and it is going to display the same information on the same activity. So for that, now I'm going to create a second activity. So for that, you just go through layout, just right click on this, and here we have a new option. Go to this new, and here go to activity, and here we have to select empty activity. So give a name here. So here I'm provided as a second activity, and I'm given my in a second activity. I just click on finish. So now you can see. So this is activity underscore second XML is another empty activity which I took, and this is a Java file for this XML, and this is a Java file for your main XML file. So now here I'm going to create an interface. So where here I took two text views because I want to retrieve an information from the first activity I want to display. So for that I'm going to my code part. So here I just change my layout to linear layout first, and I set my orientation. So here we have to provide a linear layout, and I'll set my orientation with vertical. And here I'm going to take a text view. So the differences between edit text and text view is when you take a text view, it's simply like a label, right? It doesn't allow you to edit the text, right? So here we can take as a width as match with parent and height with wrap content. And you can see us with the split option, you can identify that what happened on your screen. So here also I need to create an IDs for this text views because I want to refer these for making a communication. So text view underscore name, and this is one ID, and then after that so I'm going to set the text size. So here I'm given text size. So I said my text size is so 24 SP. And then if you want to set the color for your text, you can also give text color. So these are some default colors are available. So you can choose any of the color, or if you want the new colors which is not available at your color.xml file. So this is your color.xml. Here these are the colors which by default is available with our project. So if we are interested to take a new color, so here we have to add that color name first, and then later we are going to use in our activity. So here when we tap on this, you can find out different colors here. So here you can see mapping for this and everything. You can find out a different colors, right? So see here like this. So you can choose the color which you are interested, and you can select that color. Okay, and here you are finding the hex value. You just copy. Okay, now you can see here that color is changed, and here you can change this with that color name. Okay, so you just use tag like this, color name equals to, suppose if I want to take a black color, so this is for black color. So you have to give this X value here, and I just changed with a purple color, whatever the previous it is having. Okay, so like this. So in this way you can add the colors. So here so here I set my color uh, with orange, for example. So you just click on orange. You can find out that is available in color resource, and you can set the style of the text also. So you can have text style. So here I set italic. Okay, so then I just close my text view. So I'm going to create one more text view. So just I copy and paste the same. Okay, because I want to give a same properties to my second text view also. So I just created, and here I need to change my ID with the TV number. So text view number, if I'm given, you can give anything here, and text size same, color is also same, and style is also same. So only I change the ID. Now these IDs are differentiated for this text view to this text view. Okay, so here it is enough, because so here you can see these are two text fields we have, right? And now I need to add a functionality, right? So for passing the data from first activity to second activity, so simply we have to use intents. So intents are used for broadcasting, that is a sending and receiving an information. So first what we have to do is, so first of all we have to map these IDs. So here for that, what we have to do is, I'm going to create a variables. So m underscore name is equals to, we have to use find view.id method, right? So now it is going to find out the ID. So simply we have to use r dot resource dot ID dot, and for this I'm going to take, this is my main activity, right? So that I'm going to take edit text. So this is of type edit text, so you have to typecast here edit text. So this is of type edit text, you have to inform. And then you can see here you're finding an error. You just tap on this and click on Alt Enter. So now it will ask you. So here you can choose this, create a field M name in main activity. You just click on Enter. So now you can see it is going to create a field in your main activity. And then we have to create another variable for hold a number. So simply you can take M number is equals to, and here also we can use find view ID. So here r dot id dot, and the thing we have to take is edit number. So we have to typecast with edit text. Okay, in the same way, so we just click on this and click on Alt Enter. So it is going to create local field in your main activity. So here we are mapping your edit text 1 and 2 with variables name and number, right? So whatever the things we have provided, that everything we can consider with M name and M number. So now here what we have to do is, so when we click on button, right? So when we click on button, so what simply we have to do, we have to start broadcasting, like whatever the data we are sending from first activity, that is going to be given to a second activity. That is, we are given broadcasting, like we are requesting and sending the information. So for that we have to create intent and create an object. So intent is equals to, okay, new intent of, okay. So now I'm going to create an intent, and now here I'm going to pass like from which activity to another activity I have to move. So I can start from my main activity. So now you can see this is your main activity, and dot this. So from the current activity to, so which activity I have to move, I need to move for the second activity. So you have to give a dot class file of the second activity. So see here, second activity dot CLASS class. So now give a semicolon. So now the intent is created. So when this intent is created, what I need to do? I need to pass the data, right? So for that, we have to use put extra method. So we have to take an object of intent class, that is intent dot, and here we have to use put extra method. So it can expect two things. One is string and another one is value. So what we have to take, so here we are passing message. Okay, so now the message I'm passing is name, and for this message from which I'm need to pass in information from this field. So now here I'm taken m underscore name dot. So now get text is a method. Okay, get text is a method which is going to take the text and we have to convert into string. Okay, and put a semicolon here. So in a same way we have to take number also from the second edit text. So for that we have to use the same method like put extra method, and here I'm passing message as number Okay, so here I need to pass value from m underscore number dot get text of dot toString and close this. So what simply we are doing, like when the user click on click button, mean that is pass data button. So now we are creating an intent and it is going to pass from main activity to second activity. So not only moving from main activity to second activity, it is also took an information from these two edit text by these variables. So here I have another intention also, that is after creating an intent we have to start the intent. So simply we have to write start activity, and for this activity we have to pass the intent object. So what is an intent object? We have intent. Okay, so now the task is completed, and just I'm interested with like when I'm moving from second activity to first activity again, just I want to clear my information. So for that, when I'm resuming my first activity, so again I'm get back from second activity to this, I want to clear my edit text. So for that, what simply I'm going to do is I have to create on resume method. So now on resume, okay, so on resume. So in this on resume, I just clear a text from these two fields. So simply I can written m underscore name is equals to, I mean, name dot set text. Okay, set text. So I just want to empty it, and then m underscore number dot set text of none. So I just empty it. So this is my first activity. So what I need to do in my main activity, I need to create an intent by using this statement. And by this intent, I am informing that you just pass from first activity to second activity. Along with that, you have to take the information from edit text, okay, and then move on to second activity. So for second activity, what we need to do, we have to receive the information which is sent by your main activity. So for that, so here also we have to map your text views, okay. So here also I'm given m underscore name. So these are the variables or a local fields. So here also I'm using find view by id, and by this here I'm going to pass r dot id dot, and here it is a text view, so tv name, and then now this is of type text view, so that I have to cast with text view. Okay, text view. So you just click on alt enter. It is going to create a text view, a local field in my main function, so that the error is going to resolve. And then we have to take m underscore number is equals to, and find view by id, and here I need to pass r dot id dot tv number, and I have to typecast with a text view. And here I need to give alt enter. So I just give a semicolon here. And after this, I'm going to take my intent. So intent is equals to, now I need to call get intent method. So I just click on Alt Enter. So here I need to create strings because I want to retrieve a string information. So string name equals to intent dot get string extra. So it expecting a string. So here I need to pass the string name. So that is I'm given in my main activity as name and number. So here I need to pass the same message because I want to receive the message. And after that, for the same, I need to retrieve number also. Intent dot get string extra. Here it is number. And after that, we need to set the text views. For that, see here we have to set m name equals to m name dot set text of. So here I need to take information from name. So these are the strings which I just created, and m underscore number is going to set text with the number column. So my things are completed, and here I need to rectify this. R.id dot So I just resolve this. So I just run this. ఎందుకే అరుస్తారు? నేను చెప్తాను అంటే రికార్డ్ చేస్తాను కదా అర్థం. So now we can see our app is going to install. So now you can see our app is launched and here it is asking the username. So here I'm provided username along with mobile number. So I just click on this passing data. Now you can see the same information I'm getting in my second activity. So now I just resuming my first activity. Now you can see I just moving from first activity to second activity to first activity. I just find my edit text with empty. Okay, so here I just run one more time. So here I'm given information like Gauri and the name, and I just click on passing data. Now you can see the same information we are getting in second activity.